Hey everyone, Shankar Pillai here. I hope you are all doing very well. Now, what makes a great candidate stand out in an interview? Now, interviews are probably one of the most nerve-wracking situations that you can be in. You're in a place where all you are hoping is that the other person across that table or the person on that phone will actually like you. It actually draws down from when you're actually going to school and it's almost your first day at school and you're just really nervous because you just want someone to like you. And the same thing goes when you are going for an interview. All you want is to be liked and not rejected. That element of fear that stems down from being rejected, maybe the person that is not picked on that soccer team or on that football team, really can hit our ego and really put a dampen on our self-confidence. So what actually makes a great candidate? Now, in many situations, you have to really assess what it is that you're actually walking into. What is the type of situation that you're walking into? So let's say, for example, everyone's heard different horses for different courses. Now, what does that actually mean? Every environment is completely different. If you are walking into perhaps a startup, it's going to be less formal. You're not going to be that suited and booted individual. You're going to take a more relaxed approach. So you really need to understand what is that environment going to be like and really assess is what part you are going to play when you do go for that interview. So that's number one. You want to make sure that you are being the right person or the right fit for that particular office culture or work culture. Now, the second is really first impressions always count. I don't care what anyone else says. You are building that rapport in the first 5 to 10 seconds. They are going to gauge whether you might be the right person or you might need a little bit more time or you're simply a no. Now, if you are quite standoffish, if you are too nervous, that can disrupt the flow of the way that that interview is going to go. Because remember, as much as you are being interviewed, the person across the other side is just as worried about how they look, how they sound, and how they're coming across. So if you are going to be quite nervous, if you are quite awkward, that type of energy can spill over to the person that is conducting the interview, and that can get them quite flustered. I know it's quite selfish. You may think, well, they need to put me at ease. But again, hiring managers and people that are conducting interviews aren't necessarily doing this every day. So it is an awkward situation for people that don't do this behavior day in, day out. So again, you want to make sure that you are building rapport, being bubbly. I know that it may go against some people, but we are humans at the end of the day and we feed off each other's energy. So if you're coming in positive, I can guarantee you that will put you in the best foot forward as you go into this 1 hour chat. And finally, soft skills. The amount of emphasis that is placed on actually soft skills is a tremendous amount. Now, you can be the most technical individual. You could be completely blow everyone out the water because you are extremely intelligent. But what candidates fail to understand is it is all in the soft skills. Because just because you may be great technically or sound technically, the person across the other side that is conducting that interview may take your way that you are conducting yourself as arrogance. Now, you want to be able to be self-assured, but also you want to be able to self-reflect on yourself to see that, hey, how I may potentially be coming across can maybe seem as braggadocious, and that will necessarily cause you to lose that interview. So making yourself self-aware of how you are actually coming across. So soft skills, the importance of actually understanding who you are, being able to read the person across the table, but knowing how to really use the soft skills at hand to conduct yourself in the right manner in that interview will definitely put you ahead of the pack when you are going in for a shortlist and you may be the third one on that list. So the top three things is there are different horses for different courses. So you want to make sure that you are adapting to that particular work culture. Number two, you want to make sure that you are putting a lot of emphasis on that first impression. And lastly, think about your soft skills. Be self-aware. Make sure that you are not coming across braggadocious, but really understanding how you're coming across, because you are being scrutinized every step of the way throughout that interview. You are being judged if you are going to be that right fit within that team, or will you disrupt that team? Thank you.